One thing people want to know when they find out that I write about cannabis in Massachusetts is, of course, when are they going to be able to have cannabis lounges all over the state like they do in some other places? And it's kind of a complex answer. I'm here to break down 5 things. First of all, what is social consumption? Well, that's kind of what the Cannabis Control Commission is figuring out right now. It could be a lounge, it could be a bowling alley, and I'll get to that. But basically, it is a place where you don't just buy, like a dispensary, edibles and or dabs or flower or vapes, but where you can also consume, like a social setting, right? Social consumption. Second thing that you need to know, the breakdown of what these license classes are going to look like in Massachusetts. The first is supplemental. That's like, a dispensary, they have like all this extra space. They've been kind of planning for something maybe. Well, that's what this is. The first license class to roll out will be supplemental likely. And that's going to be like those dispensaries now will also have a lounge. So it's kind of like, an annex to what they already have going on. The second license class will be hospitality. That's like, say you have like a bowling alley. I love that example because I love the idea of smoking weed and bowling. And you want to turn it into a bowling alley where people smoke weed and you team up with an existing cannabis operator. And now you have that. That's the second class, is the hospitality class. Then there's going to be the event organizer class. Think of that like, kind of like pulling liquor licenses in a city or town, but you'd also have to have that permission from the state. And a couple other things. This is from Commissioner Bruce Stebbins, who's been one of the commissioners spearheading this whole initiative. Some of the things that he broke down in a recent piece for Cambridge Day that you should check out. We'll also have it in Talking Joint's memo about what this might look like. No licensed social consumption business will be allowed to serve alcohol or tobacco. Employees will have to take dedicated training, similar to staff, to recognize impairment. Sales of cannabis products must cease 30 minutes before business closing time. A lot of things you might expect. These are the things they're hammering out at the end. All licensees will have to have an approved transportation plan to assist impaired customers. So actually above and beyond things you'll never even dream of seeing in the alcohol space. Third thing to know about social consumption is the industry temperature. Listen, a lot of cannabis businesses are hurting. Not everyone's necessarily interested in doing this, but it is still happening, and there's going to be businesses. A lot of those are going to be social equity businesses. Those businesses are going to have an exclusivity period as to which they're the only ones who can get licenses. The fourth thing you need to know is municipalities, the ones taking the bull by the horn, spearheading initiatives, those are going to be the ones to get it first. Tonight, on Monday, Somerville, Massachusetts, they have a public information and hearing. So that's something if you want to get involved up there. Check that out. And the fifth thing, when is this coming? There have been some setbacks with new commissioners coming, old commissioners coming back to the Cannabis Control Commission, but we are told that it's going to happen by the end of the year. Those regulations, not everything, won't be open, but the regulations will hopefully be finished. And from there, they will become law. We'll see.